With that, I will take public comment, and then we will have an executive session. So if you have anything to say, please state your name and address for the record.
Catherine Creasy, 2829 Adela Court. I just wanted to say, last council meeting, some woman came up here and just ranted on about Councilman Witt. I wanted to confront her, but she got out of here faster than a bullet. And I wanted to say that I appreciate, and I'm not the only one, appreciate all that Councilman Witt does for the city and how he represents us. And I just wish we could clone you and have another one just like you. Thank you.
Any additional public comment? Any additional public comment?
Marcy Sheriff, 1749 Ridgedale Drive. I just have a question. I believe at the beginning of the meeting, Bobby amended the agenda to move item B under the consent agenda, mayor's nomination and council's confirmation of Board of Appeals appointments, to E under new business.
You're right, and I asked our city attorney about that. I skipped it, and that was my fault, but I'm going to withdraw those nominations tonight, and we'll place it back on another agenda.
Okay, do you know what agenda?
I do not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any additional public comment?
Good evening, council. Very enjoyable meeting tonight. My name is Arnold Darcy, 1944 Skyland Glen Drive, Snellville, Georgia. I know Ms. Krause probably had a lot on her team to do this code red. I know I got the warning when it was first implemented, and thank you. I think it's a wonderful thing. I spread it throughout our neighborhood, and I can only hope that the folks in my neighborhood signed up and registered. I got the warning as we were sitting here. I was hoping it wasn't my wife. But if everyone in the room here tonight would tell 10 people about it, it would be a lot more folks who would get the benefits of Code Red. So, Ms. Krause, thank you so much. What a wonderful thing you've done.
Good evening. I'm Hank Reed, 1860 Meadow Chase Court. I'd just like to say I sat at a few of these meetings and I was sitting in the back and I always kind of look for something to catch my attention. But Mayor Couch, I have to say to you that I cannot wait to go home and speak to my 3 10-year-old daughters and tell them about the brave thing that you did tonight, speaking out about what goes on behind closed doors in your council. I have to say that, you know, it makes me proud to be a citizen of Snellville, to know that leadership, be it male or female, has the bravery to stand up and honestly put things out on the table. And your request to hold you as well as the other council members to the fire, I'll do my part. I promise I will. And again, I can't say how proud I am and how anxious I am to go home and to talk about this aspect of the meeting, to let them know that just because they're females, that they can walk amongst anyone in any place and have a right to sit where they sit. And I just want to thank you for that tonight.
Mr. Mayor, Council. My name is Christopher Allen Prosher. I live at 3345 Sheedy Cove Road, and I am the source of the recent embarrassment at Perkle Park. I'd like to thank you for your stand and for recognizing the members of Georgia Carry and Georgia Packing. Thank you all.
Any additional public comment? Seeing none, I'll call the public comment closed. And with that, during the public hearing of the mayor and city council of Snellville, Georgia, Mayor Couts announced that certain matters should be discussed in a closed session of the meeting and asked council to advise the city with respect to closing the meeting. City Attorney Tony Powell advised the city of the following reasons to close the meeting. First one. Okay. To authorize negotiations to purchase, dispose of, or lease property, authorize the ordering of an appraisal related to the acquisition or disposal of real estate, enter into a contract to purchase, dispose of, or lease property subject to approval in a subsequent public vote, or enter into an option to purchase, dispose of, or lease real estate subject to approval in subsequent public vote, which is excluded from the Open Meetings Act pursuant to Section 50-14-3B1C. And upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action, or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, which is excluded pursuant to OCGA Section 50-14-3B2. Upon a motion of Council Member Sabag, seconded by Council Member Kraus, the meeting was closed with the following council members and mayor present and voting. Mayor Couts, yes. Councilman Emmanuel? Councilman Howard? Councilwoman Kraus? Councilman Sabah? Mayor Pro Tem Witz? With that, we will adjourn and reconvene in the conference room at 9:15. I want to thank all of you for coming out here tonight. I do not expect any action coming from our executive session meeting. Have a safe trip home and get home before the thunderstorm strikes.